Hello and welcome to the Fallout 3 Glitchless guide. So for this run, you're going to make sure, you're going to want to make sure that you have a female character. You can just make a new save here, because we don't need a merchant or anything since we can't do speed cripple. So just make a female character and make your start save, and this is what we're going to use. So for this, as of now, stop hopping is a glitch, so we're not going to be able to stop hop. We can't quick save, quick load to skip dialogue, so we do have to just go through the vault as normal.
Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo,
it might be a good idea to unbind
but I need you to take care of yourself.
Things like your quick save, quick load buttons if you're just that used to pressing them, because you might hit them during the run. So for a special, we're going to do 1, 5, 10, 4, 5, 10. And we can't do trick push either. So we do just have to go through this as normal. Now, unlike New Vegas, this is not single segment. So you can load saves. Obviously, try not to, but you can if you need to. It would still be a valid run. So you can quick save, quick load, but you can't do it in a way which has a glitch. So you can't quick save, quick load to skip dialogue, to break your fall, to clip through anything. You can't do it while running, I think, as well, just because of it makes your walk speed inconsistent. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that was a rule that was in New Vegas during the tournament, so I think that also applies here. Okay, so for this part here, we're going to try and hit basically this whole thing has a failsafe trigger. So after a certain amount of time passes, which is around-ish a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I believe, the intercom will just go off, irregardless of whether we've talked to everyone. So that's what we're going to do. We do hit a trigger over here, though, I think it makes it a little bit quicker, because it triggers the birthday sequence. So what we're going to do here is just hold back during this and spam E on Liam Neeson. Because when he's talking, he's just going to stay in the same place. So we're going to talk to him, run around there, like this, to hit a trigger. Like that. And then try not to get him out to talk to you.
Hi, honey.
And then we're just going to carry on talking to Dad. And the exact timing for this is a little bit weird, but you're going to do it around the 4-minute mark. And you should hear the intercom go off when we reach around that time. So just going to spam me on Dad. Otherwise he's going to walk over to his chair over there.
Daddy, I told you not to act all official. I know you were joking, but I'm not sure anyone else
We should get to enjoy our birthday party in the best way, staying in the corner.
Besides, that friend of yours could use a reminder that life is not all fun and games.
So when it reaches around 3 minutes 50, I'm going to stop talking to him, and the intercom should go off.
So, what do you think we should call our gang? It's gotta be totally killer, though. Hey, how about the Vault Dwellers? Get it? Who wants to go around all day being called?
I can't believe you're 10 already.
You really are as dumb as you
Hi,
look.
honey. Having fun?
So
Hi,
there we
honey.
go, now the intercom's gone. And whenever Dad finishes whatever dialogue he's on, he's going to walk here and then walk there.
Jonas?
And he's going to talk to Jonas.
We're all set down here.
Thanks. I'll send her right down.
So you can talk to Dad to skip that dialogue line, that's not a glitch. And then we're just going to walk down to Jonas. Again, if the rules do change, you can stop hop this. But for now, stop hopping is a glitch.
What are you doing down?
So we're just going to do the sequence as normal.
Are you ready for your surprise?
I'm not sure if you're actually allowed to shoot Jonas there. I don't think you are, because it does skip dialogue, but...
Careful, it's a rad road. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine.
Don't take my word
Good
for
work.
that.
Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with
Because
the
of
big
how
beam.
slow we are, it shouldn't really matter.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts, right?
Anyway, so I'm the overseer's daughter, so what? Like, I get anything.
Okay, so now we have to do our tag skills.
I am Alpha,
So the tags we pick here
the beginning
are
and the end.
ones that pretty much best
Far as I
suit
can
this
tell,
run. So we need
perfectly
high
healthy
science
16-year-old
to do a
girl.
hack.
So, yes,
We need
you have to
high
get
small
fast to
guns
take
just to
your
do
big
damage,
exam.
and the same for energy
Go on now.
weapons. So we're going to talk to Dad. I'm going to go to
Well, you made
Mr. Broch, do bottom, middle, top. Again, you can do whatever you want for these, just to make it the best, but science, small guns, and energy weapons. If you mess around with this dialogue, you might find one which just gives you those three, but just reselecting them isn't too hard.
You need
Come
to
on,
know
wake
these
up.
things. I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
So for Mart, we're going to do the middle three, and then the rest of them we're going to do the top, and that makes the dialogue just quicker. And we are going to take the stim packs,
I'll meet you at the vault door if I can, but don't wait for me.
Hold it right there.
and we're just going to carry on this way. We are allowed to punch during this to avoid talking to Butch. And then we're going to do the same when we get up here to avoid Mr. Gomez.
I just want to
Come
talk
on,
to you for a
stop
minute.
that.
Officer Gomez, even.
We should just go back to our quarters.
So we actually do have to escape the vault normally. We can't just clip here like we do in every run. This is where... Oh, I didn't realize that door was open. This is where we have to do some lockpicking as well. So we're just going to carry on this way to the officer's office. We are going to loot Jonas here. Mainly for the stim pack, but I think that's the only reason. I'm just going to lockpick this. We're going to loot this locker here because it has the terminal password, stim packs and some other stuff, and then we're just going to open Overseer Tunnel. This guy will be trying to hit us, but I'm just going to wait here and escape the vault. So when we exit here, we are going to do a few things here. We are going to start punching when we press this, and this will stop Amata talking to us, and then we're just going to sit in this corner here and try not to fall off. So that's stopped Amata from talking to us, and we're also at the most optimal place to exit the vault. Like so. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just jump over these rocks, and we're going to head straight, pretty much doing like something similar to the 80% route. We're going to head just slightly south or to the left of the 80% route, because we're going to go to Smith Casey's garage, which is slightly different to the 80% because we can't just clip in Little Lamplight, because one, we can't clip, and if we wanted to get in that place normally, we have to get a very small speech check. So at this level up here, we're going to level up science, and we're going to take, I believe we take Black Widow. Basically the perks we're going to want to take during this are Gun Nut, just so the weapon doesn't break, Black Widow to do some extra damage, and Child at Heart, I think, later on, and then some other stuff when we get to it, so I'll take Gun Nut for now. I'm just going to carry on just to the left of Jury Street here. If you've ran other categories, you'll know pretty much where we're going. We're going to go past Evergreen Mills. So that's a pretty like nice landmark to look for. So when we get over this hill, you'll see it. The train tracks will be around here. If you don't want this walking to be slightly quicker, you can stagger jump. I think that's allowed in these rules. But that's basically where you jump, you do a little bit of the stagger, and then you jump. And that does make you slightly quicker. Yes, that's what we're going to aim for there. So just up here. Just jumping like this doesn't make you quicker. But getting that little stagger at like the perfect time does make you quicker. But over the course of this run, it probably saves like 30 seconds. So it's nothing major. So we're just going to carry on this way. So this run is basically doing the bare minimum, but there is like a few prerequisites we have to do. So we have to do Tranquility Lane to get Father to spawn at Rivet City, which means we get to do Waters of Life, which then means the Citadel can open for us to finish the game, since we can't skip Liberty Prime without breaking the game, since that is technically a glitch. And of course we have to do the Gek to like get the last quest. With that being said though, there are very fun tricks we do in this run that are still under the Glitchless rules. So we're going to carry on this way, and you'll see just over the hill there, where that little triangle is Smithcase's garage. This run has a lot of downtime, where you just walk, unfortunately, but again, stop hopping could make that a little bit better, but still not the best. Okay, so if you don't know, this is where Tranquility Lane is. We do pretty much skip Tranquility Lane though, just because we can enter the failsafe. So we're only there for a very small amount of time. Okay, so we're going to enter here. We're going to just hold D and W and jump over this. And head straight for the electrical switch. There are stim packs there which you can get if you need them. Getting them on the way out is better. So we're going to go through here. And we are going to have to open the vault door, which does take a while. I don't know, I'm supposed to split here. Just gonna go in this corner here. Somebody's gonna start walking earlier.
Welcome. Please find the nearest Tranquility Lounger and be seated.
So we do need to actually equip the Vault 112 jumpsuit. I'm going to go through this door on our right, and aim for this one, this here, and just try and get into the chair as quickly as possible. Okay, so in your tranquility lane, throughout all of this, hold W. So during this load screen. And we're going to look slightly to the left. This is going to make us get off the bench. And we're looking in this general direction here. Going to go into the abandoned house. Do radio, glass, gnome, glass, cinder block, gnome, and then the empty ball. So we need to access the invasion program. We do need to look at the failsafe documents. Then we are going to initiate the failsafe. And we're just going to head this way to the door. And then again, hold W here, and this will get us out of the lounger. And we're then just going to talk to Liam Neeson again.
You've saved me.
We're just going to spam through the top dialogue until he says Rivet City, and then we're going to leave. So, go through this door here. You can follow Dad, because he does walk a bit quicker than you. So level up science, and we'll get good nut again. So yeah, just follow Dad. I forgot to split.
Hello, ma'am.
Again, the splits aren't that important. The only real thing that matters is just your final time. So we're just gonna try and leave. Hope we don't get blocked by any more rats here. And carry on this way. I'm going to take the Stimpaks just in case. Did have a right away, which is good. Okay, so now we're just going to head northwest-ish. So, the reason why getting a right away that was useful is because we do actually have to get the Gek ourselves instead of getting Folks to do it, because Folks is very slow. However, we can die to radiation, unfortunately. So getting right away is good. There is a guaranteed spawn for 1, but having 2 is just nice to have, because it's pretty hard to die when you have 2. So we're going to carry on this way, and you'll see just over the hill there will be a water tower. There we go. I'm going to aim just to the right of that, and that is where Little Lamplight is. We don't actually do anything in Little Lamplight yet. This is just going to discover it for the quest later. So we're just going to carry on to here, and then we need to go and discover the Citadel. We do take a slight detour when going to the Citadel, just to pick up some frag grenades, which we use not only to kill the super mutants, but to do the Taft Tunnel Ductility skip, which you'll see later. So we're just going to carry on this way. You can get messed up here by the super mutants because they can stop you from fast traveling, but we should be okay. So we're going to aim just in the corner here next to this little shed, kind of like outhouse thing. And we're then going to fast travel to Vault 101. So instead of going the normal way towards Megaton, okay, that was weird. We're going to hug this cliff a bit to fall down, and we're going to go to that mailbox there. This mailbox has a guaranteed spawn of 3 frag grenades, as far as I know. And some other stuff, so we're just going to loot that. Yeah, it also has Jet and Psycho, which we are going to use later on when we get to Jefferson. If you're wondering why I am losing time here, it's because in my run I did stop hopping. that I'm compared against, just for a first run, to get the general gist of the route. So we're now just going to head east, which is going to take us towards Super Duper Mart. But we'll only be going just to the right of it. So what we're going to try and aim to do is go to those buildings there. So we can't go through Great Ditch, because that whole area is enclosed, unfortunately, and the only way to get to Citadel from there would be to clip. So we are just going to go this way. And just next to the Washington Monument. So this run is around 50 minutes to an hour. World record is currently 52:07, I believe. So we're just going to carry on this way, and then we're going to hug these buildings when we get to them, because it gives us a slightly more optimal path. So try to avoid Brian there, because he will talk to you sometimes. So yeah, this is what we're going to follow here, just to the edge of the rubble. I'm going to walk across here instead of just going across that way. So you can just fall down here to avoid fall damage. And what we're going to aim for when we get past here is the yellow bridge. Okay, so when we reach the Citadel, we are going to do a slight bit of binding. We are going to walk up this side as well, just to get, basically trying to get to that crane, since that's where the Citadel is. So we're just going to carry on this way, and we're going to hit F2, because we're going to fast travel, which is going to bring us to a better location. You're going to need to jump off this bridge as well. You will take a bit of fall damage, but we have Stimpaks if you get crippled. So when you reach, it's around here, you'll get the fast travel. And once here, you're going to bind the 10mm, the frag grenades, and the Psycho. Maybe the Stimpaks as well. And then fast travel to the Citadel. And then we're going to carry on to Jefferson, which is where the main bit of combat in this run is. There is a little bit more later on, but this is the main chunk of it. So we're just going to head to Jefferson. Swimming in this case doesn't hurt us, because we don't have speed cripple, so you can just swim across this instead. I'm trying to like jump off of that. Okay, so when we get to here, we are gonna have to just hopefully get a good spawn, because what we're gonna try and do is fast travel to Jefferson. But depending on where that super mutant is, he can stop us from fast traveling. But this looks pretty good. So we're gonna go to the fast travel point. We're gonna turn slightly back, so when we reach this line, go turn slightly back so we can fast travel to Jefferson, and then just go straight into the door. Okay, so now we have to start the combat. So the person there, the super mutant, will always spawn. Again, try and get headshots if you can. There's not a super mutant in there for some reason. So we're going to go in the rotunda and go on this side. This is where the run gets a bit more RNG as well, because actually in the purifier part here, you'll often get a brute. Actually getting a normal superman in there is really lucky. More often than not it'll be a brute, sometimes you'll even get a centaur. So we're gonna go through here, kill this super mutant. There's also another one here which you need to kill. You can kill him on the exit. I like to kill him here just because sometimes my game bugs out and this one doesn't spawn. And then we're just going to go into the basement here. So there's going to be one in this room or on the stairs. He'll move sometimes. And what we're going to do while going down these stairs is just shoot. And that should attract the super mutants towards us. So we've got very good spawns here, and what we're going to do is throw a frag grenade on the floor in a attempt to blow up the super mutants. Because we're trying to kill these as quickly as possible. Yeah, unfortunately we did get a brute spawn. Oh, that's it. Okay, so you're gonna want to make sure that you save one grenade here to use for later, and then over here. If you go over here, this is the guaranteed radway spawn, which you're gonna want to take. And then once you kill all of these, you can sleep in the bed if you want as well. That'll get your health to max instead of using stim packs. And then we're just gonna exit because that's all of them. Hopefully, we'll find out when we actually get over there. So we're just going to leave Jefferson, and now we're going to head towards River City to talk to Dad. So we're just going to walk across this thing here. I'm not sure what you'd call this, but we're just going to walk across here and head for the giant boat. You don't have to kill any of these super mutants. You can just walk past them. They will have grenades. You should be able to outrun them, hopefully. If not, just use stim packs, because we're going to try and waste as little time as possible with these. You can jump on the railing there and fall down. You won't take any damage. There we go, Psycho's one off. And we're just going to go over here. So when we get to Rivet City, we are going to fast travel. Just because it will spawn us at the top instead of us having to walk up. So we're going to fast travel here. The bridge should be extended. Because if you do Dad's quest, it will extend. He's going to talk to us, and we're just going to say thanks for the help. And then we're going to head into the stairwell. We're going to go straight to where the sign is, the midship. We're going to carry on straight forward. Take a right, and then take a left. And then this is going to bring us to the science lab. Sometimes the Dad won't be here if he's not. Just wait an hour. There we go.
Give me a few moments to speak.
Oh yeah. You do have to wait for him to reach here first.
We need to get back to
Then do his bottom dialogue to say, "All right, let's go." And then we can just leave Rivet City and go back to Jefferson. Yeah, try not to get stuck on the stairs there. So now we're going to go back to Jefferson. I don't know why I have a split there. If the people are still out here, it means you missed one of the super mutants, so you'll have to go in and kill them. Then go on top to Dad. If not, enter here and wait for 2 hours. And that should get them to spawn.
Yes?
If they're still walking, you might need to wait another hour. And then we are going to head into the Rotunda. Because we've now got one of the most boring quests. So we're going to talk to Dad and ask him as soon as we can about
Here we are.
what we need to do. So it's usually the middle one. Sometimes it can change. And it should exit you out as dialogue. We're going to head through this door at the south. Because that puts us at a more optimal place to go to this basement. And then we're going to go down and just repair the fuses. So you can get there right away during this part, which is a slight bit more optimal, since you're already going down this way and it's right there. But we're just going to do the fuses and then leave. We don't have to talk to Dad again. Well, for this part, and then we leave and we're going to go back into the Rotunda.
How's it going?
So if you walk forward here and hold A, you should end up on these stairs during the load screen. So you're going to go and talk to Dad. You'll have to do the middle dialogue twice most of the time, but basically just try and find the dialogue which says you said something about fuses, something like that, and go through this door again, and then back to the basement for one of the last times. So we're just going to head down here. If we carry on this way, it is slightly quicker.
With the fuses in place,
And then we're going to go back up to the top of this area and just go through the big door, which was on the right when we enter. On the left even. So over there. So we can now open this door. We're going to activate the mainframe. And we're just going to leave.
just be a few minutes until we can access the mainframe.
So you'll notice while we're doing this, Dad is like talking. So because we don't have speed cripple, we can walk out of here, and Dad finishes his dialogue before we exit. So that means we can just talk to any intercom now to get the quest updated. If you did this with speed cripple, you'd have to wait. Because you actually exit the room too fast, and then the quest doesn't
There are a
update.
few minor repairs.
So we're going to talk to the intercom here next to the intake pipes, and then we're going to enter the intake. And just carry on. This way, and we're going to hit the pipe control.
Everyone, listen. Seems we have some visitors. I don't know who they are or what they want. Please, everyone, remain in your assigned areas while we get this.
So you have to wait a second here for this to unlock, and be careful when falling down here. So because we don't have speed cripple, it is actually easier to go down here now. If you get perfect movement though, which is possible, you can just fall to the floor and die. So try and take that part a little bit slower. And then we're going to go this way, and we have a slight bit more combat to do. So walk off the sewers. As you go up these stairs, we're going to try and shoot a few times. and this is going to make the Enclave soldier come towards us, and then we're just going to kill him, trying to get headshots as we go. And we're going to take his laser rifle and his ammo, and we're just going to bind that to 3, because we're going to need that later on. So when we exit here, we're going to kill this other Enclave soldier.
Enemy reacquired. Code red. Contact. Another civilian. Take him down.
So we're going to do that. We don't have to take his weapon, but we need the microfusion cells. And then we're going to enter here. And this is going to start.
This facility is now under United States government control.
So I'm just going to take a quick break quickly because I need to go and do something. So I'll be back in a moment. Right, okay, sorry about that, I'm back.
And turn over all materials related
Just
to
go
this
and check
project.
something. So during this, we're just going to let the dialogue go through, and all we're going to do is spam E on Dr. Lee,
Am I to
and we're just going to walk her
assume
down
you are
here.
in charge?
Yes, I'm responsible for this.
So all we're going to try and do is just get her as close to the door here, as quickly as possible. So if you aren't good at act pushing,
I'm sorry, but
you need to spam E here, by the way, so she doesn't move. If you're not good at act pushing, just hold your walk key. I think by default it's set to shift.
Colonel, is it Colonel?
It'll make you walk a bit slower, so it's a bit more controllable. But what we're going to try and do is
I'm afraid.
just spam E to her and push her as close as we can to the door, because this will skip her running there. So once she's here, you can just spam E until this plays out. And then this is where we get a difficult part. So there's a cutscene that we have to just kind of like sit through here, basically. The only way to skip this is to a third-person interaction. Colonel Autumn, but can't really do that in a Glitchless run. So we're just going to carry on talking to it, and eventually, once the purifier explodes, well, when Dad messes with it, Lee's going to talk to us, and then we get a difficult part of the run.
What is he doing?
So wait a bit longer, and then when the quest updates,
James.
there we go. She's going to do all the top dialogue here, and she's going to run through the door immediately. Wait until she fully disappears before going through the door, by the way. And then we're going to follow her this way. So this is where we killed the soldiers earlier. If you've never done this before, make a save before going through here. Right, so this is the TAF tunnel skip. So look down and throw the frag grenade, and then run this way.
Wander off. We're going to need you.
Do all the top dialogue saying, yeah, yeah, follow us. And all of these should die. So now what we're going to do is go towards the eyebot, and we're going to punch it once, so it aggroes to us. It doesn't get stuck. So now it's aggroed to us, keep your fists out, and just carry on running. Because what Dr. Lee is doing is she's going to attack it, and she's going to get knocked unconscious from this. And then what we're going to do is just follow this way. We're going to jump on this generator here, jump into this corner, and there's going to be a secret door here, which we can go through. So once you get through here, you can put your fists away. And we're just going to carry on walking. Like so. Going to take a right here. And then when we exit here, we're going to take another right. And now we're going to exit to the Citadel. So you have to hit that switch there, and then this guy is going to kill all the ghouls for us. So this is what can kill a run, because when we exit this, we're going to wait an hour, and a very weird thing's going to happen. So we did get it this time. So basically, Leia exits this with us. We wait an hour, so she comes to here, and she does a dialogue.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
This is one of the hardest skips because you need Dr. Lee to be knocked out, pretty much, when we go through that door, because that'll make her exit to here. Right, so what we're going to do now is just go this way. We're going to walk here, and we're going to hit a trigger. And now we're going to go to Little Untitled. Right, okay. So some small technical difficulties happened when I recorded this next section, so I'm going to have to re-record it. So we fast forward to Little Untitled, just level up science. We need, for this point, we need Child at Heart. And then we're also going to take Daddy's Girl, just as well. And then we're going to walk into Little Untitled and talk to Mayor McCready. And we are going to do the Child at Heart option here.
Hold her right there, lady.
And then when this opens, we need to talk to Mayor McCready again, and we're going to ask him where to find Joseph.
Look, I don't just...
So you can pretty much just spam the top dialogue for a while, and then just say, where can I find Joseph? And then do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go this way, and we're going to go left to the Great Chamber. Because we're going to try and find Joseph, which is a quicker way into Vault 87. So we're going to go this way, and then hopefully Joseph will be here. The reason I had to re-record this is just because when I tried this last time, Joseph was stuck under the rock and just wouldn't move. So I just wanted to re-record this to make it clear what to do. So we're going to head this way, and we're going to go north. We're going to try and go to the bridge over that way, and that is hopefully where Joseph is going to be. You can run across the ground here, which might be slightly quicker. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it's stuck here this time. But we're trying to aim for over here. And Joseph should be around this area. It does depend because the kind of like schedule the child's using this is very weird. And it's kind of pseudo-random. But yeah, there we go, he's splendid now. But more often than not, around anywhere from 9 to 10, Joseph will be in this area. Oh, 9 to 12 even. And I'm just going to talk to Joseph and tell him to turn the computer on. We're going to wait an hour.
Care to talk?
And then we can just do this. So now we actually have to do some hacking. It's kind of RNG, but it's also dependent on a lot of other things as well. You can exit and just retry again if you fail. And we're just going to unlock the door. So now we're in Vault 87, we're just going to take a left at pretty much every door. So we're going to go through this door, going to take a left, going to go up these stairs here. We are going to level up energy weapons now. As for the perk, take toughness, just so we take less damage, and we're going to take another left here. Then we're going to go through this door, and then we're going to go up these stairs, and take another left. Then we're just going to go straight forward. Around here. Go right and then up some more stairs over here. as well to do the 100% thing there. It's going to go through this second door on the left here, and then through this door here. Go up these stairs. And then go through this door here, trying to avoid all the super mutants, into the test labs, which is like the main part of Vault 87. This is where Forks is, the Gek is, the fire alarm as well. So in this we don't actually need to activate the fire alarm. Because we have Finding the Garden of Eden quest, as soon as we get in this cutscene, what will happen is the quest will auto-complete all objectives. But you need the quest for that to happen, so that's why 90% we go and get the fire alarm to activate the quest. So now we're just going to go through all these doors on our way to the Gek. Feel free to make a hard save when we get to these next few doors, because it is very easy to die here.
No more games.
So we're just going to make a quick save. So we're going to run this way, and we're going to stay in the door frame, because there's no rads here. We're going to open the Gek container, and then just walk back here. So when this comes down, we can now grab the Gek. We're then going to open our Pip-Boy and take our rad away. We should have at least one, and then we can leave. You can make it out with just one instead of 2 rad away, since more often than not you'll only get 1. But if you have 2, use them just because it makes it a nice bit easier for the timing. So we're just going to go back the way we came. It's very easy to get stuck on the doors from the super mutants, but hopefully we can avoid that. And we're going to go down here, and we're going to get in this cutscene with Colonel Autumn. So this cutscene is fastest in English. English is the quickest language.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my
Other than
vertibird.
Japanese.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain she's unharmed?
Yes, sir. She'll pass out shortly, but we can revive
So
her.
we're not going to reach a kind of confusing part of the run,
Prepare her for transport
because
immediately.
Right away,
navigating
sir.
Raven Rock can just be very, very confusing at times. And then we have to sit through more dialogue. But when Autumn talks to us here, we're just going to go through their top set of dialogue.
So,
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
So now we actually do have to sit through all this dialogue.
Hello,
We are going to want to loot our locker as well, because we need our weapons and our stim packs as well.
I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you.
So we can only unlock this locker once the quest is complete, so we do have to wait a few seconds and then we can open it. And the door doesn't open anyway until we open the locker. So now we're just going to do energy weapons, and at this point you can do whatever perk you want. Just going to do body mass for a bit of extra damage. And then eventually this door will open. So what we're going to do is punch and walk this way, try to avoid the guard. So that stops him from talking to us, and now we're just going to carry on this way. And is this? No, it's not a cell. Gonna carry on this way to, here we go, the mess hall. Yeah, go up these stairs. And then we're gonna go into this door here with the 2A access. And then into Raven Rock level 2. So this is why this part is confusing, because there's just a lot of places which all look the same. So we're going to carry on this way. This part here, we're going to take a right and just carry on to the end of this corridor. We're going to take a right here and we'll pass some Enclave soldiers. They can also block you on the stairs, but hopefully they don't. So during this, there's quite a few things you can do. You can here bind your stuff quickly and shoot the Enclave soldiers, which is a little bit quicker, because once both of those are dead, you can unlock this door once the sentry bot finishes his line. And now we're just going to walk up to, to President Eden. And we're just going to do his middle dialogue until we see the speech check. And then when we see the speech check, we're just going to leave the dialogue. We do need to take this from the Zax panel. And then we're just going to leave to level 1. So we're going to take a right. We're going to take another right, because that door's going to close anyway. And now the path we take is pretty linear. Just going to carry on this way. I would recommend having your stim packs bound at this point, because at the same gate here there is a lot of heavy weapons. So there's a guy with a missile launcher, and usually a guy with a Gatling laser as well. And we really don't want to get hit by them like that. So having your stim packs there is good. Just to avoid that happening. So now we're going to go back to the Citadel. And we are going to have to sit through another cutscene. So we're going to go into the courtyard, go through this door here. If you get stuck here, so if Dr. Lee is still here and you get stuck here, that'll be because you didn't complete this quest, picking up the trail. So you'll notice after Waters of Life, after we did the Dr. Lee skip, I walked forward to hit a trigger, and what that does is it actually makes it so you don't get stuck here. So if you get stuck there, you'll need to go back and redo that. So I'm going to go this way, we're just going to go downstairs and talk to the Lionses. Who will be over here.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time
So unfortunately we do just have to sit through all this, and there is a lot of dialogue to sit through, but it says right at the end of the run now.
To keep the Citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the
So
list. If the Pride goes in now, we might
Eldwines is going to speak to us first and ask if we get the gig, and then quite a while after, Sarah's going to talk to us, and we're just going to say we don't want anything from her,
They may give up before long.
because she's going to offer us power armor or recon armor.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back.
So you do all the top dialogue here.
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now while we can.
Send the Pride in. We can do it. We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What?
So Liberty Prime here is the reason why the end part of the run is the
We've only
worst.
barely finished diagnostic tests.
So,
It's pretty much RNG whether you can complete this run at this point. There's the Taft tunnel leadscape, there's Joseph, who sometimes won't be there, and then there's Liberty Prime. And you can lose time here just by him messing up, just because his AI is broken.
Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that purifier.
Yes, sir.
So now she's going to talk to us. We're going to do the bottom dialogue here, just to say I don't want anything, and then we're just going to do the rest as the top. There's going to be a slight bit more dialogue, and then Liberty Prime is going to get activated, and we can leave.
The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room.
So during this you don't want to be looking at the robot because we believe there is a trigger where you have to be looking at this when Lance finishes her dialogue, as I'll try and show here.
Alright, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
So, yeah, he won't actually activate until you look at the robot. So just look at the robot while she's control over dialogue. And it'll get activated as soon as possible. Then whenever the quest completes, we'll get let go, and we're gonna head up the stairs. So we're gonna jump on this little console thing here, just to get a quicker path up. And we're just gonna get energy weapons. At this point, I don't think any perks matter, so just go with whatever's first there. So when we leave the Citadel, we're gonna fast travel back to the Citadel. And then this gate's gonna open here. And what we're gonna do is just walk a bit forward to around here. And all of these should come out, and then we're just gonna wait. And that should cause all the soldiers to wait next to Liberty Prime. Sometimes they'll get stuck if the gate doesn't open all the way. And then whenever Liberty Prime walks like that, we're just going to wait. And I'm just going to make a save here quickly because this can fail sometimes. So whenever he walks, we're just going to wait. Come on. So he loves to get stuck. Whether that's from him just like having a bugged out animation, or him just getting like stuck in an area. But we're essentially just waiting so he moves faster than normal, because he takes a very long time to move. So along the way we're going to be waiting like that. Sometimes there will be Enclave soldiers in our way, which we will dispose of. And then we're just going to wait again for Liberty Prime. So this bit of the corner here is one of the worst parts, because he more often than not gets stuck here if you wait. Usually it's because he doesn't blow up that vertibird which is there. But we're going to try and get him to walk down there. We're going to fall down here. We are going to get crippled. Well, most of the time we do. And we're just going to carry on this way. So that's the noise we want to hear, because we know he's taking down one of the energy fields, and then we're just going to wait, and hopefully he's walking as he does so. And we want him to be near Jefferson. So the reason we walk down this path here is so we can actually wait, so don't need to kill all the enemies there. And here we go. He's now doing the walk to Jefferson. And hopefully we can wait here. There we go. So this section here can fail just to his AI bugging out or him getting stuck, unfortunately. But if you kind of know what to look for, you can wait in good spots. So now he should be at the end of the bridge and taking down the energy field, so we can just enter and finish the quest. So yeah, he's now going to take down that. He's going to do a small animation. So once this is down, we can just walk straight into the memorial, and then we're going to go into the rotunda and just finish the quest. We are going to make lions put in the code, simply because A, we have a high amount of reds, 2, we finish the timer on our last input, and our last input is sooner if we make her do it. So we're going to talk to Colonel Lawton, do the top dialogue, and then we've got a small bit of combat here. So then Lions is going to talk to us. There's going to be a small dialogue here with Dr. Lee.
It's Dr. Lee.
And during this, we're going to spam E and move Lions in here.
Well, so much.
And we're just going to tell her there must be some other way. You do it. Code is 216. And then we're just going to press that, and you stop the timer when you do that. And then she walks in and activates the code. So that's the end of the Glitchless run. Sorry if this tutorial was a little weird to follow. I did have to redo many parts of this, sadly, because my game just broke. Like, my Gek cutscene glitched out. And I couldn't find Joseph. But this is the updated guide for Glitchless, and I hope you have fun running this category. With that being said, I have also made guides for every other category if you wish to learn something else. So thank you for watching and have a good day.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example, instead allowing a true hero to venture into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity and sacrifice her own life for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.